Okay, we are on page 15 in Coding for Beginners using Scratch. This is the second page of Build a Band, and what we're doing now is we're adding instruments. And step number 1 says choose a new sprite to be your musician. So let's click on new sprite here, and we'll choose from library. And that should give us a whole bunch of sprites to choose from here. And they have one called Gobo, and I don't know if that is, let me see, these look like they're alphabetical, so let's go down to the letter G, and there's Gobo right there. You don't have to pick Gobo, you can pick whatever you want to, but I'm going to go along with the book. So click on Gobo, and then there's an OK button down here at the bottom, and that's what we want to click on. And so now we have Sprite, and you notice this area over here on the right is now empty. That's because that was the instructions for my cat. When I click on the cat, that stuff appears. When I click on Gobo, which looks like a fish, there is no program yet for Gobo. So we have to give it a set instrument. So we need to go back to our sound menu, which is right here, and we need to do a set instrument to, and drag that out. And we want instrument number 10, which is a clarinet. And now let's go to step number 3. Instruments need to be combined with note blocks to make a sound. This controls which note will play and for how long. And so we're going to add play note. So this is play note right here, and after we set it to clarinet, I am on number 4, and we want to add an event to this. So let's go to events here, and I don't want to do it when the green flag is clicked. I want to do it when my sprite is clicked. Okay, so we're going to drag this out, and this will not happen until we click on our sprite after we start the program. Okay, so to create and play a tune, add more note blocks to make a sequence. So we're going to add, let's go back to sound, and we're going to add play note, we're going to add play note, and we're going to add play note. So we've got the same 4 that they have in the book now. And I am on number 4, just a little bit below the middle of the page there. And I want to play note number 55, which is this one. And I want to play that for 0.25 beats. So double click on there and type 0.25. And then let's go down here and do our third note, and that's going to be note number 64, and 60 is right there. 61, 62, 63, 64 should be this one. And I want that for 0.25 beats, so type 0.25, enter. And the last note in this group is going to be play note number 60, which is already selected. And I want to play that for half a beat. Okay, and that's the default, I guess, so we can leave that. It says now add some more sprites to complete our band. Okay, so let's go over here and click on new sprite. Whoops, new sprite. And we're going to pick another one here to add another character to our band. So I'm going to add a dinosaur to my band. And let's click on OK. And now the dinosaur is selected, and what I see over here is the music that the dinosaur will play when I click on him, and there is nothing yet. So he's going to be instrument number 12, which is a flute. So let's play set instrument 2, and we want number 12. And then we have 4 notes. I'm doing the middle of the bottom of page 15. So the next one is note 64 for 0.25 beats, so play note. And we're going to have 4 of them again, just like we did in our other two examples. And then this all goes under when sprite is clicked, and that's an event. When you click on something, that's an event. And so when this sprite is clicked, I want to start playing this on my flute. Now, okay, so there is no repeat block here for this. I guess it's just going to play whenever we click on our dinosaur. So I've got 60 for the first note, which is already there. For the second note, I want 67. And for the third note, I want 71, which is right there. And then I want to go back to 67 for this note, which would be right there. And then my durations are, drag the mouse over this, 0.25. This one, double click, it's going to be 0.25. And double click on this one. Let me try that again. 0.25. And then on this one down here, 1.25. Okay, now we are going to the last part of page 15, and we're going to put those four notes out there for instrument number 7. So we need to add another sprite. So let's go over here and let's add another sprite. And I'm going to add, what am I going to add here? I'm going to add a frog. So click on the frog and click on OK, and now I got a frog. And because the frog is selected, see the blue line around him, this is the frog's program. If I want to see the dinosaur's program, I click on the dinosaur. If I want to see Gobo's program, I click on Gobo. If I want to see the cat's program, I click on the cat. So we're doing the frog, so select the frog down here. And then we're going to have an event that says when this sprite is clicked, and we want to set the instrument. So the next thing is going to be a sound under the sound menu. And we want to set the instrument to instrument number 7, which is pizzicato. Then I want a repeat instruction. That's going to be control. And I want to repeat a specific number of times. And the number of times I want to repeat is 9. And then I want to play 4 notes. So I'm going to go sound here and I'm going to choose play note. And I'm going to stick that in. I'm going to grab play note and stick it in. And grab play note a third time and stick it in. And grab play note a fourth time and stick it in. Okay? And my notes, so I've got a 9 here, that's correct. And then the first note I want is 55, which is about right there. And the second note I want is 59, which is just going to be to the left of middle C. And then I want 60, which is already there, middle C. And then I want 64 right here. And 0.5 is what I want for all of them. So now my picture matches the one at the bottom of page 15. And now I'm ready to try my program. So the only thing that's going to happen when I click on the green flag is it's going to do the drum in the background. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, hear that 4-note repetition. And that only gets done once. Let me click on the dinosaur here. And that only gets done once. And let me click on the frog. And that one has a repeat loop. It's going to play that 9 times, I think. So you can play any combination of notes that you want. You can use any instrument that you want to do that. And once you've decided what instrument you want and what notes you want, you can decide how long you want them to be and which note you want. and you can make your own music. So that's the end of page 15.